Well, a very good morning to you, and thank you so much for keeping it NBS television. We are exactly 17 days now into the month of September, a special month, a beautiful month, if you make it special, if you make it beautiful. But if you want it to be a sad one, it will definitely be. And sometimes you just have to remember that life is what we make it. That is why at the opening I told you that sometimes you just need to speak positively to yourself, because positive thoughts matter a lot to us. It's the Morning Breeze. I am Mildred Tohaise with Simon Kagwa Njala. Simon, good morning.
On a very positive note, you're looking so gorgeous.
Thank you.
What else?
What side of the bed did you wake up on?
Well, a very good morning. And,
good morning to you.
Good to hear you preaching positivity in the midst of a very grim situation. It's lockdown and quite a number of things are happening. Remember, nothing has changed so far. The president is likely to speak to the nation on Saturday.
Yes.
South Africa yesterday lifted most of the restrictions, the lockdown restrictions.
Going back to normal?
The airports are going to reopen. The president, Cyril Ramaphosa, said, we're going to live in the new normal. Masking is mandatory everywhere. And how I pray the same thing happens. Entebbe Airport will be opened unless anything changes by the 1st of October.
1st of October,
yes, by the 1st of October, just in a couple of weeks. So let's keep the hope. Let's keep the hope alive, and you can never know what will happen for as long as we keep ourselves alive, safe.
Like we said yesterday, I think it's now about what to do and how to boost your immunity and live in the new normal, your sanitizer, washing hands, and your mask.
But I think the biggest story that is carrying headlines at the moment is the daring prison break in Moroto. Now, conflicting reports are coming at a time when the spokesperson of prisons is nowhere to be seen. Frank, your phone is off.
Exactly. Frank,
we are
looking for you.
The spokesperson of Uganda prisons. Could the situation be overwhelming for him? BBC last night reported 200 inmates who fled.
Yes.
How they did it, we don't know.
They first attacked on Armory and stole about 30 guns. That is what has been reported. And then they fled with the guns. There was a gun. There was an exchange.
Okay, conflicting reports. 36 guns are missing. What we can confirm, the UPDF launched a hunt for the inmates. Okay, if there are indeed 200, how many inmates were in that prison at one moment? Who let the dogs out?
And you know, the most interesting is many of them actually ran out naked. Because that yellow uniform is flashy. Yes, the yellow uniform is flashy. Even at night,
so they stripped
on the patrol.
Let's get to Richard Oyel in Moroto. He will give us more of this story. Richard, we gather the hunt is on. What is the latest that you've gathered?
Thank you, Simon. Actually, in Moroto, at the moment, the fugitives, like you say, are out there at the mountain just behind me. If you can see that beautiful landscape in my background, is where these fugitives are hiding right there. And they have been marked as very dangerous because, Simon, most of these people who escaped are Karimojong warriors who are hard-hearted and you know, used to some of these situations of where fire exchange is done. But I want to focus on, if you could ask that question, how did they come out? And from yesterday, no one with official capacity from Moroto prison have just given us these accounts. But what we collect here is that these prisoners they organized themselves. It might have been a well-planned move to move out of this prison. So they took the wardens out of guard and grabbed the guns from the armory and then made out of the prison. And where the prison is, and at the mountain here, the distance is about half a kilometer. So when they came out with these guns, the prison warders started scampering, those ones who were on ground. So they came in large numbers and took off. So now at my back, just below this mountain, is a hotel called Mount Moroto Hotel, and that's where they passed through within that Mount Moroto Hotel. Yesterday, the hotel was not more of a place where people come to have drinks, to have something to eat, but it was more of a crime scene. You see the police cars parked here. You see scared residents that gathered here to just, capture the moment as the police, the joint forces of the police, the army are trying, to exchange fire with the escapees. Now, what the army and the police did was to ensure they used the helicopters to over this hill, and so that they can see some of these prisoners. Where are they headed? Are they going to hide on the mountain, or they are crossing over to the other side of the mountain, and they will be on the lee side where getting them would be hard? So they try to hover the helicopter on this mountain so that they can stop them from crossing to other places behind this mountain. So what happened is, like I told you, these warriors are trained. They've been having guns for many years. They've used these guns, so they know how to use it. They were the first to shoot back and killed a soldier who was following them. And by last evening, the soldiers also managed actually to kill one of them. But what I gathered this morning is that actually there are now two of the escapees, two of these prisoners put out of action as well, and one of them was captured and brought back into the prison. What we're doing here as NBS is trying to follow the story as it happens and keep the country updated on some of these developments. Simon.
Well, thank you very much, Richard. An incredible story. Well, the manhunt is on. And without prisons telling us so much, we are bound to get into conspiracy theories. Did they overpower the prison wardens? Was there any kind of collusion between the prisoners? There was a moment, there was a jailbreak somewhere in Machindye, some time back, some years back, and the narrative we were given was that these inmates had taken quite some time using a spoon to scoop cement, and they were able to get one brick out. Then,
but a prison break is not something that just comes up spontaneously. It is something that should have been planned for a long time.
Hatched for a while,
It was hatched for a while. They knew where the armory was. They knew probably just how many guns they could be able to take up. Like Oyela said, these are not your normal, just mere criminals that have come through today. The hardened warriors.
Okay.
Because even the disarmament policy itself, because one would say, Simon, if you don't know how to use a gun, you just cannot pick up a gun and start shooting.
Ordinarily, prison escapes happen. But raiding an armory
is different.
That complicates the story. Raiding an armory. I think there are too many eyebrows here. Mass escape, 200. Okay, for now you can give it any number.
Whichever number
until the prison spokesperson turns on his phone.
Mr. Frank Baine, please
Frank,
switch on your phone.
Switch on your phone. We want to speak to you. You would give us another story. A very
it's extremely rare that Frank switches off his phone.
Yes, the situation could be overwhelming.
Switching off the phone, not on any social media, it's interesting.
And you imagine this is the man we were giving kudos yesterday for being one of the most outstanding spokespersons of agencies, government agencies. But well, moving on, there's quite a lot.